Hey girl, welcome back. Listen, we're gonna jump straight into a reading today with Miss Shirley Strawberry. Welcome, Miss Shirley, to the show. Hey, Miss Shirley, welcome to the show, girl. Miss Shirley, I heard you've been going through a lot. So today we're gonna see if we can, figure out the problem, Miss Shirley. We gotta figure out the problem first, and then we can see if we can help you get through this, okay? Because we're here for the girls, all girls, okay? Now, Miss Shirley, if you haven't heard, it was rumors until the jail phone calls were released that Miss Shirley's, I guess, soon to be ex husband, because the articles are saying now that she's going to be filing for divorce. But at first, when the rumors was out here in the streets, she didn't say nothing about no divorce, okay? She was having conversations with her husband. And girl, I know y'all probably already caught up, so I'm just going to kind of just give you a little cliff notes that Miss Shirley husband, honey, was out there scamming, okay? Scamming people in the streets, and I guess also scamming her, okay? That's what a couple of articles said as well. So now she's saying she was scammed as well. Or did Miss Shirley just hear the phone calls of him talking all fresh with his side chick, and now she's saying she's being scammed? But at first she never felt scammed because she had wrote a letter to the judge, allegedly, because I didn't read the letter, saying that she did not feel threatened about her husband, and that she wanted him to be released early, into her care, into her home. But then I thought I heard her telling him that she kind of lost everything. She lost her car, her house, and everything. So, girl, I don't know what's going on, okay? She got scammed to the left and to the right, okay? And from the bottom to the top, okay? So, So let's just pull some cards. Let's just see, how much did she know, okay, if these cards can tell us. And then we'll see if we can help her get through it, okay, if she's willing to be honest today. Because if you haven't heard, she apologized. She came out and apologized to Steve and Marjorie because she was talking to her husband while he was in jail about Steve and Marjorie relationship, even though she didn't say nothing dramatic at all. She just said, she just kind of made a joke that Steve and Marjorie kind of treat them like servants or something like that. But they work for them, so that's not, what is that? That's not a big deal. But she came out and apologized for that. And Steve, said he's still cool with her, as long as she do that. So she did that. And girl, we're going to see where this going to go, okay? Because they done got me in it now, because I wasn't going to pay too much attention to it, because I'm like, let these folks do what they got to do. But girl, now I got to get in to help them out. So we're going to pull some cards to see, how Miss Shirley doing and everything like that. But first, Miss Shirley, we want to ask first. I'm sure the people want to know, Miss Shirley, are you the one who types up those strawberry letters? Okay, or are real people really sending them in, girl? I'm just asking for a friend. So let's see what these cards have to say. Divine, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you give me the best cards from this deck to describe this situation with Miss Shirley Strawberry? Now, the first question is, what's Miss Shirley's involvement when it comes to those strawberry letters? Okay. What is she? Okay. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So can we trust that you're the one writing those letters, girl? This is stuff from your inner voice. This is stuff that was going on in your head, in your household, baby. Okay. So yeah, that's from your thoughts. But we're gonna pull one more card from that to see, because I need confirmation on top of the confirmation, please. So where are my? Here we go, girl. We got them. All right, girl. Let's see. Miss Shirley. Okay. Again, I ask, what is your involvement when it comes to those strawberry letters, girl? Are you writing them, or are people sending them in? Okay. I want to trust you on this one. Now give me the best card, Miss Shirley. Okay. Okay, you the teacher. Okay, Miss Shirley, what that mean? Okay. It says ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. So she the teacher. Okay, so do that means that you the one that you are writing them? Because this is coming from your inner voices like this first card said, like this is also speaking about you communicate stuff from your knowledge, your experience, your skills, and your wisdom. Okay, let's see what the shadow attribute speaks. It says manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Manipulating. So yeah, Miss Shirley been writing them letters. Okay, thank you, Miss Shirley, for that. We always wanted to know because you was reading them too perfect. You was reading just like you wrote it, girl. Okay, and it's just like, come on, girl, ain't nobody writing and saying all that. And I know that the grammar is not that perfect like that. So stop it, Miss Shirley. But thank you, Miss Shirley. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the relationship. We got to get you past the relationship, But she has great grammar. I mean, why not go ahead and write those letters? It did add value to the show, But you should have been honest, girl. Okay. But anyway, that's alleged. So let's see. Now, Miss Shirley, how much did you know about your husband, what he was doing? Okay. How much did you know? Let's see what this deck has to say. How much did you know about Ernesto's and his, and his involvement, if you will. So we got the monk here, So as a monk, this person right here claimed that she was in the house, she was oblivious, she was meditating, It says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Single-minded, So that tells me right there that she was trusting God had sent her this man, and God had not had steered this perfect man in her life, and that she wouldn't, that she shouldn't trust it. So it seems like she was there, she prayed about it, and she trusted, And it says the shadow attribute speaks about negative judgment of the physical world. She says she blamed y'all, but excessive pity. But the second card is the exorcist. So it's like almost she didn't want to see what was going on with him because she had her own things she had to deal with that she was refusing to see. It says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So there was some destructive impulses that this man had, but either she ignored it or she bought into it, with the monk, act like she didn't see it, or, ignored it, if you will, just to keep things calm and collected. She'll pray about it. And it speaks about shadow attributes, speaks about fearing of facing your own demons. Again, she had her own issues that she had to deal with. And how a man sometimes will throw his demons on you, and then you'll pick them up, and then you'll be like, well, you right, I am stubborn, or you right, I am this and I am that. And she'll take it on as herself, as that's the reason why, and she'll put that stuff into her strawberry leather. That was her way to release. That's kind of what I'm picking up, because she trusted in this person, just like she trusted in them leathers. But so we'll see. Now, Miss Shirley, how did Ernesto show up to you? What was he like behind closed doors? Because we know kind of what he kind of showed up, how he showed up at the beginning. He came in, he finessed the system. He came in probably being nice, make sure his haircut. She probably was getting his haircut, buying him outfits and stuff like that, taking care of him. He probably had the first outfit on him, the rest was on her. But let's see. I don't know these people, because in Atlanta, that's easy to think you fall in love with somebody and then you don't fall in love with a scammer, and you the scam. So let's see. Now, again, Miss Shirley, how did Ernesto show up for you behind closed doors? Bless her heart. I kind of want to, shed a tear for her because she really just wanted to be loved. You could tell that's all she wanted. A heathenist. He showed up as a heathen, baby. Greedy, glutton. Wanting more. Almost like you can never fill his belly. It speaks about pursues pleasure to the detriment of health. Indulges to the expenses of others. Again, to her, using her money to get full. Filling his belly. We also got the eternal child, inability to grow up and be responsible. Okay. He showed, the shadow attribute speaks about, he was probably immature. Then grow up very irresponsible with money, extremely dependent on others for physical security. Well, dang, almost like a child. But he probably showed up, on the outside to other people that's looking in, determination to remain young in his body, his mind, and his spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So he probably was showing her, a whole new world, you know. But the ghetto side of Atlanta, what I'm saying. Oh my God, we go to this nice little catfish place. I mean, and it may be some great catfish, but it's like, girl, okay, he took you to the hood. Okay, he took you to the hood, baby. But I guess it's a whole new world for you. Okay. But also, he was immature though, and very irresponsible with money and greedy. Okay, but it showed up as a father. He's showing up as a father here. And the shadow attribute speaks about he had some type of dictatorship, some type of dictatorial control, abuse of authority. Okay, we know that because he in jail right now. So definitely a lot of abuse of authority, which means a scamming. Okay, criminal activities. Okay, but this is how he kind of showed up with her behind closed doors. Again, but to everybody else, he had a talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Okay, so that tells me a tribal unit, which means he had people around him that supported what he did. Okay, this some type of tribal unit. This some type of it's a group of people. Okay, we got this divine child again. He showed up as a child, father, and a heathen. Speaks about he has the inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Like after you got arrested, then it's like, what I'm gonna do now? Okay, what you mean? You so big and bad out in these streets? But it speaks about innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. So somebody is claiming to have a special connection with the divine and claiming to be innocent. So she believed him to be innocent. And she believed, that God was going to work it out and everything was going to turn out right. But, now it's like, girl, you should have been praying for yourself for real in this situation. But it's almost like she was protecting him like a child, even though that was her husband. Because it's a lot of child energy showing up here. It's a lot of him messing up and then her covering up, And when I say that, it's like, let's say if he, withdraw money from their bank account and he overdraw it, then she'll go and make it right, stuff like that. And she thinking, oh, he's just so immature, he's so irresponsible with money. But it's like, no, he's scamming, girl. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull some cards on. Okay, so how do you feel right now about your husband, Miss Shirley? How do you feel now about Ernesto? Okay, so right now she felt courage. Okay, it says, I find the inner strength to face the fears with confidence. So she may have been a little fearful of him, and she finally got the courage to speak out. She finally got the courage to stand up for herself. After you hear that, when you hear your so-called husband on the phone with his side chick and cheerful and happy and talking about how fine she is and how this and how that, yeah, girl, I guess you'll find the courage at that point, won't you? But then there's some balance here. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I bet you're not judging, girl. Okay, but then it also speaks about discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So it's like she's getting the courage to speak out. I don't know if she's gonna speak out against her husband after she divorced him, so that she can find balance with justice. Because she don't want to be implemented in anything, especially if he was out there having his side chick out there speaking like that. Okay, and she don't care what kind of discipline he receive, as long as she don't receive it. So yeah, she's gonna balance everything out with justice here for sure. Okay, And it's like she gonna exercise her own demons. But let's see what kind of demons she had. Let's see what kind of demons did Miss Shirley have. Divine. What kind of demons she gotta let go so we can help her out. Okay, so let's see that. Oh, 4 cards popped out here. Okay, now it speaks about her engineering. Okay, it speaks about reliance on solutions without regards to emotional consequences. Okay, it's almost like some type of disconnection here, some type of emotional disconnection. Disconnection that was here. And because if she was more emotionally connected, she probably could have sensed some things. But it speaks about the ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing a resolution to common dilemmas. So it's like she's showing up as an engineer, but yet emotional disconnected. So she thought that she was, I guess she was, working out things on paper, but not emotionally connecting to anything. Okay, so let's say if she met this man in this type of state, she, in her mind, she see him on paper, and I don't know what she saw on paper, but it's like she saw something, and she, she kind of designed it. She kind of designed it to be something that it wasn't at all. But I feel like, she relying on some type of solution without regards to emotional consequences. I just feel like she put this relationship together, made it look good when she know it was a mess up under. And it's like it had got to the point that she had got emotionally, it's like she was emotionally drained, but she was all in it, okay, because it's like she was in too deep. But at the same time, she had got to the point that she had cut her emotions off. Her emotions had got cut off. So that's how she can go through with it, go through the emotions with it. You can tell the way she was talking on the phone to him. It's like she was tired and drained, but yet, I'm here for you. I'm still going to be here with you, because she had some type of dedication to him. But then at the same time, it was some type of fear here as well. But it also speaks about the storyteller. Like, again, her putting things together. Storytelling, like she putting that strawberry letter together, telling the story. Was she talking to her husband through those letters? Was that the only way she thought that she can get through to him? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to him now. It speaks about ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Okay, she definitely can do that. But it's like making up tales that harm others. Now that's that strawberry letter all day. Okay, out there telling these harsh stories. Ain't nobody living through nothing like that, girl. I don't know. Nobody going through none of that stuff in those letters. I mean, not one person. And I know people that go through stuff. Girl. And very delusional when it comes to companionships. So it seems like she's been telling stories all her life. And these are the demons she really need to, exercise so that she can, next time she won't run into a scammer. Because this person going to enter through this through companionship, okay? And then she's setting up these stories, she engineering this relationship, okay? Kind of how Steve doing with his relationship with Marjorie at this point. He engineering it, trying to make it look like something that it wasn't, that it's not now, okay? And we can see that, okay? But, it speaks about companionship. It's like betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity. She loses herself in her relationships. And she lost herself in this relationship. Therefore, she couldn't see his demons because she was trying to cover her own up. Okay? And it speaks about her being loyal, tenacity and unselfishness. So you being loyal to the wrong people, Miss Strawberry. And it also speaks about a judge, okay? Very judgmental, but yet she don't want to be judged at all. Of course, nobody does. But it speaks about offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So it seems like one of her demons could possibly be that she could be also allegedly, misusing some stuff for her own benefits. But what she shows is she balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Taking robbing from Peter to pay Paul. Okay, Peter Pan in the situation, if you will. Is that Peter Pan? Don't Peter Pan take from the rich and give to the poor? Girl, what was Peter Pan doing? No, that was Peter Piper. Girl, I'm confused. Okay, but listen. But we got the judge here. It's like, but she was like showing up as a judge. So those are things that she's not dealing with herself. But like I said, this is something that she got to deal with. She's showing up as a storyteller, the engineer. Okay. Speaks like she's not, she also needs an exorcist done on her being judgmental on others, but then yet don't want to be judged by people. Okay, that's funny, Miss Shirley. So let's give her some advice. Let's give Miss Shirley some advice. We're gonna pull out the fairy cards for Miss Shirley. So let's see here. What advice should we give Miss Shirley to get her through the situation? Okay, that's one. She has to go through a transformation, honey. Definitely a transformation. And we're probably gonna have to ask her to grow her hair out, even though her hair is really cute short. Okay, we're gonna have to go on to a fairy retreat. Okay, so it speaks about transformation. It's like this fairy tells you to surrender. Oh dang, not surrender. Put your hands up, Miss Shirley. Yeah, the card said put your hands up. Okay, it's time to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good, girl. Yeah. They had to take a nesto out of your life so that you can get better, girl. It's like embrace your transformation, Miss Shirley. The best is yet to come for you. Okay, so good. That's cute. Look at that cute card. Okay, so let's see what's next here. It's like fairy spotting. It speaks about it's time to go fairy spotting, Miss Shirley. It said that the seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So yeah, we're going to have to see some action from you. The card said that it's time for you to put in some action and not just all this talk that you've been doing on them strawberry letters, okay? So it's time for a transformation. They told you to surrender. I don't know what all you got to surrender, Miss. You got to talk to the judge about that because it seems like a lot been going on behind the scene that's going to be exposed. So go ahead and surrender that and purge that so you can start going through your transformation for your higher self, okay, your higher good, girl, okay? Because an exorcist needs to be done, all right? So that's going to be the end of the reading for Miss Shirley. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch me on the next one. Talk to you later, girl. Bye.